floor of the CME Group in beautiful Chicago, Illinois, the world's most tropical city. I'm Sebastian, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com with your TopStep update. Well, for those of you that don't pay attention to moving averages and think technical is total bunk, I'll disagree with you and say at least over several days, technical is just at a minimum partially bunk, because we hit that 50-day moving average at around 1420, 1422, depending on how you calculate, and we bounced right off of that. We had some good news this morning, more bearish news around 9 o'clock with a weak ISM, but even so, that technical level really held. Meanwhile, I want you guys to pay attention to what's been happening in the VIX lately. Typically, we have what's called a VIX weekend effect, where we'll see the VIX lower on Thursday and Friday, and then higher on Monday. What we've seen with Fiscal Cliff, people afraid of Sunday talk shows, is the VIX rallying on Fridays and then failing to rally on Mondays. What does that mean? They're not pricing out weekend decay. So if you're willing to bet that the market isn't going to blow up on a Friday, you may have the ability to collect 2 full days of theta for basically a wake-up. At least until we get some sort of resolution. Now, you have to weigh that risk reward. That 2 full days of 2 full days of decay may not be worth it if some surrogate goes on a Sunday talk show and announces that a deal's off or a deal's on. Either way, you may not want to be short premium. Looking at the market as a whole, if there is an option play, I think it's in precious metals, where we're seeing the GVZ, the gold VIX, continue to hit all-time lows. That vol is getting crushed. That is an excellent opportunity for traders to come in and try and find value. If you like gold to go higher or like gold to go lower, I like owning options as opposed to being short options. An interesting trade might be the December quarterly or the Jan at the money call against some sort of near-term out-of-the-money call in what we would call a diagonal trade. I think you're going to see gold continue to kind of creep higher, especially as fear about the cliff continues. So, from the floor of the CME Group, I'm Sebastian of OptionPit.com with your TopStep update.